I think if you look at his 5 years so far, how has he done? And I think you'd probably give him a sort of a 7 to an 8. He's had moments of brilliance, and he's certainly a top quality footballer. Has he done it often enough for Manchester United? No. And the level at United has to be consistency and playing well week in, week out. And I think he's had that in large parts. He can be a game changer. I've seen him do it many a time, not only for United but for France. 6 goals last season for United, which is not a bad return, but there's too many times he's played in a more defensive role. My gut feeling, and I always think of Sir Alex Ferguson. One thing I was always told: if he ever thought you wanted to leave the club, or you were muting it around in the game, you wanted to go, you ain't staying at United, And I think that is a sort of attitude I think needs to be used at United for players, that they don't command too much at the football club. And there has been times via his agent and him not wanting to sign a new deal. If you don't want to sign a new deal at Manchester United, that's a big thing. And is it money driven? Well, he's on nearly £300,000 a week. So I personally think it's probably the time, if you can get a good offer, to let him go and find someone. And there's many out them, Saul Niguez is out there at Barcelona. You could obviously offer for Declan Rice and a number of others. They're top players out there in that position. You could, for me, improve. Declan Rice wouldn't get the numbers, but it certainly add a lot to the midfield and the dynamic of a midfield that I think Ollie would want to use, someone of that talent. There is a lot of... It's really crazy because you're talking about such a fantastically gifted player that hasn't been as consistent for a 5-year period.
Talk Sport Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the Talk Sport app and on your smart speaker. Talk Sport.